Assalamu alaikum dear aspirants. As we gather today in pursuit of the dream of serving our beloved Pakistan through the CSS exam, so let us begin with a moment of reflection. Imagine yourself as a steward of Pakistan's destiny, grappling with choices, uncertainties and opportunities that shape not only our borders but the future of millions. The complexities of foreign policy are not just lines drawn on maps or diplomatic statements. The river breathed through every village, city, and heart in this land. Today we delve into the core foreign policy challenges facing Pakistan in 2025-2026 with a special focus on our relationship with India, Afghanistan, and China. And my goal is to help you feel the weight and the hope of these choices as you prepare to answer on paper and in life. Now we'll discuss core challenges in Pakistan. Pakistan foreign policy is fundamentally about safeguarding sovereignty, securing national interest, and fostering peace and prosperity. However, this mission unfolds in a volatile neighborhood and a polarized world. Let's break down the challenges into key regions and partnership. Pakistan and India relations. Historic rivalry and status quo, the relationship remains deeply adversarial, fueled by unresolved disputes, most notably Kashmir. So India revocation of Jammu and Kashmir specially status in 2019 marked a dramatic escalation leading to diplomatic downgrade, suspension of trade and travel, and sporadic border clashes. Then recent escalations in 2025, India punitive actions allege cross-border terrorism, suspending the Indus Water Treaty, diplomatic expulsions and airstrikes have amplified tensions. So Pakistan response included closing airspace, halting trade and cancelling key bilateral agreements. So both sides have ramped up border troop deployments, making the risk of conflict and the challenge of peace greater than ever. So obstacles to normalizations like domestic politics, competing nationalism and unresolved Kashmir issue, STEMI dialogue, international mediations remains limited. So this relationship is shaped by history but always one step from change. Then we will discuss Afghanistan situation. So collapse of the old paradigms. Pakistan erstwhile influence in Kabul has eroded since the Taliban returned to power. So relations have sharply deteriorated. Cross-border attacks have surged with the Taliban-linked militants and TTP staging increasingly frequent and deadly assault within Pakistan. So the border becomes a battleground not only of ideology and security but of national identity. And violent incidents, retaliatory airstrikes, and Afghan Taliban for TTP have made de-escalations nearly impossible. Refuge crises over 1 lakh Afghans were repatriated voluntarily or forcibly by mid-2025 as Pakistan cracks down on undocumented migrants, adding humanitarian and diplomatic strain. So the government must balance the need for security, humanitarian obligations and diplomatic realities. Cooperation seems far, yet both nations share deep historic, economic and ethnic ties. Now we will discuss China partnership. Amid shifting global alliances and escalating US-China rivalry, Pakistan all-weather friendship with China remains its most consistent foreign policy pillar. So this bond was reaffirmed in the groundbreaking Pakistan-China bilateral political consultations and President Zardari 2025 visit to Beijing. Then CPEC and beyond, the China-Pakistan economic corridor has entered a crucial 2.0 phase, focusing on new sectors, information technology, agriculture, and clean energy. So both sides aim to deepen economic integration, mutual security cooperation, and people-to-people contacts. Increased attacks on Chinese citizens in Pakistan and the regional instability post-Afghanistan withdrawal have heightened Beijing security concern. Demands for better protection, economic reforms, and political stability are intertwined with continued Chinese support. So Pakistan strives to uphold its partnership with China while retaining maneuverability, avoiding entanglement in major power rivalries. And multi-front diplomacy, border foreign policy challenges. Pakistan foreign policy is further tested by fragile economy, the shifting priorities of Gulf countries, tensions with Iran and Saudi Arabia, and an unpredictable global order. So navigating relations between powerful rivalries mean US and China maintaining autonomy and actively participating in regional and multilateral forums are all essentials for stability and growth. So, dear viewers and future leaders, these are more than just diplomatic headlines. They are the choices and uncertainties that define Pakistan's place in the world and your own role as potential stewards of her future as we face 2026. So, Pakistan cannot afford as isolation or recklessness. It needs calibrated, courageous leadership rooted in historical understanding, grounded in real politics, and guided by an unwavering commitment to the people. So, let us dream together of a Pakistan that is secure in its borders, just to its neighbors, and respected by the world. So, your journey as CS aspirants is a part of this vision. May you rise not only to compete but to contribute meaningfully to a peaceful, dignified, and progressive Pakistan. Now, I would like to ask you some questions about India-Pakistan relations, Afghanistan situation, and our partnership with China. So, first question is, what is, in your opinion, is the biggest obstacle to peace between Pakistan and India today? Question number 2. Do you think dialogue is possible between the two countries, or are hardline positions too deeply entrenched? Question number 3. How should Pakistan approach the Kashmir issue on international forums? And on Afghanistan issue, what can Pakistan do differently to address recent border tensions and security threats from Afghanistan? Should Pakistan continue to host Afghan refugees, or is stricter border management necessary for national security? And how can Pakistan balance its security concern with humanitarian responsibilities toward Afghanistan? On partnership with China, how has Pakistan partnership with China benefit ordinary citizens so far? Are there any risk for Pakistan in becoming too dependent on Chinese investment? Why or why not? And do you think projects under CPEC have lived up to expectations of Pakistan youth and entrepreneurs? And now I would like to ask you a personal question. If you had the power to make one major change in Pakistan foreign policy, what would it be and why? And do you believe Pakistan foreign policy reflects the aspirations of its youth? Why or why not? I would love to hear your perspective. I look forward to reading your responses and learning from your unique viewpoints. Your feedback helps us all grow and understand these complex issues better.